Hello, welcome back to Chapter 13, Section 5. The title of this section is the Law of Sines. So one of the skills in this section outside of the Law of Sines is finding the area using sine. So if you remember, the area of a triangle is 1/2 of one of the sides. And we wrote it like this: A times B times sine of angle C, or we wrote B times C times sine of angle A, or we wrote A times C times sine of angle B. Since I don't have A, B, or C here, just remember it's going to be side, angle, side. I've got the side, another side, and the angle between them. So those are my two sides. So to find the area of number 1, and actually don't do what I just did, write it like this, area, because you're going to confuse it with angle A. We're going to find the area is going to be 1/2 of that length of the side, 5, times that one, 2.1, times the sine of the angle between them, 70 degrees. And all you got to do is just grab your calculator, which I need to be cognizant of where things are. I'm going to use 0.5 times 5 times 2.1 times the sine of 70 degrees. And the area is going to be, what do we say, round to the nearest tenth? 4.9 is going to round up to 5.0. Okay, it's actually 4.933386259 ... but that's going to round up to 5. For problem number 2, they gave me extra information that, to be honest, I don't really need. I do have two sides and the angle between them. So the area is going to be 1/2 times 12.7, I'll put parentheses around it, times 9.9 times the sine of 110 degrees. And like I mentioned earlier, the sign of obtuse angles are going to be positive. So this is not going to become, everything in here is positive. All positives multiplied are going to be positive. So you got 0.5 times 12.7 times 9.9 times the sine of 110 degrees. And to the nearest tenth, the 0 is going to keep it at 59. So this is going to be 59. And I should, sorry, I just caught this. I'll go back and fix the other one. Unlike the practice problems, the introduction problems, these actually do have measurements. So if everything's measured in feet, my area is going to be in square feet. Let's go back to modify this. This was in centimeters, so my answer was in square centimeters. I should have caught that. Remember, it's okay if you don't catch something right away. You can go back. That's just before you turn it in. Now the last one, I've got two sides and I don't have the angle between them, but I do have the other two angles. Alright, so it should be easy to figure out what the other angle is. So I've got 180, I'm going to subtract 65. To be honest, you could probably do this in your head. I'm going to subtract 55. This is going to be 60 degrees. Boop. Okay, so to find the area, I get 1/2 times 120, I don't know why I put the dot there, times 132.8 times the sine of 60 degrees, which we know sine of 60 degrees is square root of 3 over 2, but it'll be okay. We're just going to use our calculator. So 0.5 times 120 times 132.8 times sine of 60 degrees. And this looks like I got 6,900 square meters, which to me seems pretty large. So we should probably maybe kind of estimate this a little bit. You can see how this is almost an equilateral triangle. Almost, it's not exactly, but it's really, really close. So I guess I could figure out half of 120 would be 60, and 60 times the square root of 3 is going to be 103. So from here my height would be close to 103. If I multiply that times the 120 again, and then divide by 2 because it's half. It's not exactly the same because I'm estimating, but yeah, my answer is going to be in the 6,000s. So if you get a weird number and you're like, that doesn't seem right, try to estimate it, which I'm sure that's a skill you learned in middle school, to see if you were close, right? See you in the next video.